So back at it again. Now I have a regular Surface Pen, not mine, not my Bamboo, but an official Surface Pen, thanks to Best Buy. And I have to say, at least with this particular demo unit, the pen responds better than my Bamboo. So again, I don't know if that's because it's the pen, because they literally just set this one up, so maybe the bugs haven't reared their ugly head due to over usage or whatever the case might be, but the pen works. Now while going through it, I found this little feature here where they show you how to use the two screens. Maximize your app. There we go. Now, I found this particular part cool. The way the phone flips through each page like an actual book. That's nice. And you're seeing how everything works. The hinge. It's a nice little demo display. How exactly you can type. How you can make your phone call. Take your pictures, watch your movies, and get your work done. Quite the nice experience. Now here we have the apps that have been pre-loaded onto the device. Let's check out, well, Duo won't work because there's no Wi-Fi at the moment, not on this one. They haven't turned it on yet. Allow, yeah, what's my number? Not getting that. Oh, I didn't even realize that's how you do that. Swipe up and hold, you get your tabs. A quick flick and you get rid of it. The camera, again, as far as I know, if I do this, all recent pictures will appear on the other side. And there we go. I just took one, and boom. Two screens shot that I just took. Now, if I want to, I have the camera over on this side. Oh, and I got some more options. Slow-mo, video, photo. Leaving this screen completely empty. Let's see. I was talking to my wife, and she wants to see what I was doing while I was doing it. You know, she might not trust me. I get kind of into my tech. I could be talking to her here, take the picture, boom, and send it to her straight from the app, running two at once. Now, if I get this, I might have to get this pen because this pen is working really well compared to my Bamboo. I don't know if it's the battery or what, but it's working great. You have our to-do list. I think this one is actually not as buggy overall compared to the other one. Things just moving as they should. Like I said, they really just set this one up. It was even plugged in when I came here. I had to ask them to do it. So I am the first one to actually use this device, and I took the pen from a Surface X. Because apparently Best Buy has two of these demos, because there's one at the front too, which also isn't set up. They don't seem to know what they have, and if they do, they don't seem to care. So here we are again with the Surface Duo. This one seems to be a lot less lag. I have my pen here. Still not signed into Wi-Fi, so I can't actually sign into anything or download anything to test writing or audio. But I actually have my bamboo pen here, and it works better on this one than on the other one. In comparison, I also have a Surface pen here. No, fine. How your way? Great. Okay. Sorry, I gotta do it like this time. The Surface pen does feel better, not as a pen, but just as an input device. But on this one, it doesn't feel necessarily better than my bamboo pen. So I think that just goes to, or serves to show, the demo device that I used before just had issues. Another viewer had said perhaps it was because it was hooked up to Wi-Fi, constantly updating, and had to reset and clear out the cache every so often and such. Things just didn't work as they should. This one, the fact that there is no Wi-Fi connection, just works as it should. Now, I hope again that's not the case when it comes to when you are connected to your LTE network. Because that would really suck if it can't even handle regular updates. It is at 8:55, so it shouldn't be an issue. But as you can see though, my bamboo pen on this other Surface Duo demo works just as fine as the Surface pen itself. Well, whichever one is your preference, that's up to you. But anyone should do just fine. So any Surface pen device you have shouldn't be an issue once you get your demo or your Duo device. Pocketability. You don't really see anything. Fits in just fine. This is a test of the Surface Duo speakers. This is a test. Can't find any audio to play, so I'm using my voice as the test subject. This is a test of the Surface Duo speakers. This is a test. Can't find any audio to play, so I'm using my voice as the test subject. So that was a quick test of the Surface Duo speaker. Now, it sounds so distorted, I think, because of this right here. It has this bumper just over the top, bottom, and side, and I think that is covering these speakers grills. Because nowhere else on the device is there any type of speaker grill whatsoever. Now, with the one up front, if memory serves, it has no such bumper on it, so the sound should come through just fine. Because I really hope that's not the quality of the speakers that we'll be getting for $1,400. Okay, so here is the Service Duo. This one has not been powered on yet. As you can see, the light is not on. No power going to it whatsoever. Technically, I could walk out with this and they would never know, because the alarm isn't set at all. The things I would do if I wasn't such a good guy. But now, as far as the speakers are concerned, if we look closely around the device, and just close it up. I don't have my tripod with me today. I thought perhaps that the first test I did, the sound sounded as it did because the speaker grills were covered by the casing up top. Now there's no casing up top here. I mean, and also no speaker grill. Which leads me to believe the speaker is at the bottom here, covered by the power protector, or it only has the speaker coming from the earpiece up here and the mouthpiece down here, and those double as where the sound would come out from. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been able to actually play anything on this particular set of demos because, as you can see, this one isn't on, and the one in the back isn't hooked up to Wi-Fi at all, so I can't actually play any YouTube music or anything like that. This is what your phone looks like when you get it, I'd assume. Swipe up. The main UI buttons move to the side. And you have access to all your apps. Even though it's not 120 hertz, it does scroll really smooth. Especially compared to the one I used yesterday. Again, that one was pretty buggy. This one seems to have all of its software pretty much optimized for the demo. If you look here, just like with Microsoft Launcher, you have the buttons at the side, and you're able to select the grouping you want and move directly to it. That's always very helpful when you just have to jump to the app you want without having to scroll through hundreds of apps, if that's the type of person you are. Of course, there goes the Microsoft Solitaire. This is what I use to do the sound recorder. Now, everything that requires Wi-Fi is not here. The guy still hasn't come to set it up, but you know, you do what you can, you make the most of it. But I did come here this time to see about the sound because the last one I actually didn't play anything, and I pretty much should have because it would have been a lot easier. But you have to admit that the simplicity of it makes the device oh so intriguing. But there's nothing that's being done here that can be done on other devices. Nothing at all. But being able to have this here while still having, let's see, this open here, so you can have that running, say, oh snap, I have to get to whatever it might be, and you just go. It's fun, it's simple, and personally I believe once other manufacturers catch on of how intuitive and how engaging this type of device is, we will see a lot more of them. As far as running multiple apps per screen, here you see the little app switcher. I don't see any particular way in which I can run two apps on one screen. So that might be a negative to many. Maybe it's just this demo unit, but I doubt that. I think they wholeheartedly expect you, when you want to run multiple apps, to run your apps on the two separate screens. No running 4 apps at once, only 2, 1 per screen, so it would seem. So, besides it being a little buggy with first use, like I said, this is pre-production software. I think they might have something here, a very interesting device. Which again, if people know what they're getting into when they buy it, they will not be disappointed. This is definitely something I would love to have. But I still need to go see the Fold 2. So I'll see about that one. Then I'll see which one, if any, I will try to make my next foldable device till the next generation. Let's see what happens. It was here yesterday. Gone now. I hope someone didn't take it. Or maybe I hope someone did.